Welcome to a new episode of What the Fuck is Ubisoft Doing Today? So as you probably know, new season out right now. Everything, the trailer looks pretty good. New ops fire, you know, she's really good. Gonna cop the battle pass later. But the ranked, oh, not ranked, but the unranked quick match rework came out today, and let me say, this is quite possibly one of the worst updates in Siege history. So, with Quick Match and Unranked, I don't think there was a single fucking human being out there that would have said that either of these modes had a problem. So, if we come look at the map rotation right now for Ranked, it is the exact same as it was in last season, and since they added Nighthaven and reworked Consulate, which I'm perfectly fine with. If they got rid of, like, Outback and Emerald, I feel like we'd have a perfectly fine map rotation right now. Good amount of maps, good amount of variety. I feel like I'm actually playing different maps every time that I play the game. But, and keep in mind right here, there are 16 ranked maps. Okay, 16. Let's check out Standard. So this is the replacement for Unranked. It used to have the exact same map pool as Ranked, and that makes sense. It's supposed to be the mode that you play before you finally get ranked. It's ranked, but without the rank, without the stress of losing your rank. Maps. Okay, we have Oregon, Clubhouse. Those are two very solid maps, possibly the two best maps in the game right now. Chalet, Coastline, Border, other solid maps. Bank, Villa, you know, mid maps. Coastline, or Consulate, excuse me. Consulate's an alright map. And then we have, oh, forgot to mention Cafe and Nighthaven. And then we have Plain. Plain is not, and has not been in ranked for years. And Plain is a fun map. I understand its place in casual, but it is not a very good map to teach players how to play Siege, because you gotta worm your way around trying to not get shot by the glass that's sitting out on a random thing three miles out. So as you could probably guess, that's not a very good map for Standard. And same goes for Yacht. I think more so on Yacht, because Plain is at least fun. Yacht is hell on earth. It's big. There's impossible spawn peaks that you can't contest. And then Fortress, that is probably the closest to a ranked map that exists in casual Siege. But the rest of these maps are fine. I know that it's, like, not including some of the ranked map, which I think is blatantly stupid. It should have all of the ranked map if it's supposed to be the standard version of Siege. But that's just an opinion that I have. And this map rotation could be considered perfectly fine. It's got a few stinkers in there. Okay. At least they kept the core form of Siege the same. As you can see, it has round 4, but only 1 overtime. And you get penalties for leaving, which, don't know about that. But that does not compare to the quick match rework. Let's go into more info. Fast-paced variety of matches. So what you've probably heard this. Siege has added a 10-second spawn peak protection to quick match. What this means is that you as an attacker have 10 seconds of complete invulnerability that you can almost get into the building with. And yeah, you can imagine how that's gonna completely, like, for newer players this obviously won't be an issue because newer players don't have spawn peak, and then the kids that are on old accounts playing in lower ranked quick matches, they won't be able to spawn peek people. I think it's an awful rule. It's teaching you to be a bad player. But whatever. Gameplay. We still have all 3 modes, which I think that definitely belongs. So, yep. Everything looks good. Until you look, and I can't really select it, but I will circle it on the video. Bomb sites are automatically reinforced and have rotations opened. What this means is that as a new player in Rainbow Six Siege, you will see where to put rotates. I think that's perfectly fine. I don't like how they do it, but I think that is perfectly fine. It's teaching players that you can't just reinforce in between sites. It's teaching players that you need to have holes to move through and to play through. Now, where this becomes a problem is whenever we go over 2 tabs to the right and we see that this mode has 10 maps. 3 of those not even being in ranked. So, one, it is teaching players maps that they may not even ever experience if they want to play ranked in the future. It is teaching new players, in some circumstances, bad rotation holes and bad reinforcements on certain maps. For example, I believe I saw a video by a Siege YouTuber talking about the coastline reinforcements in Penthouse, Penthouse, whatever that other room's called. But on coastline, there was like messed up reinforcements that you just, like, they were already there. You can't reinforce, like, you can't use them somewhere else. Favela obviously hasn't been in ranked since they removed it a couple seasons back. House, not in ranked. Tower, not in ranked. But you might be noticing something. If we combine the map pools of, and oh, one other thing, sorry. No Oregon in this. Like, the undisputed best map in the game, not in the casual mode. But anyways, I digress. We have, so, obviously in this, we have some of the ranked maps, some maps that are all casual, which I'm fine with having maps that are all casual and quick match. That's where they belong. But if you're not going to include the ranked maps, then why include maps that people aren't going to play in? But if you combine these 2 map pools, so see, we have these 12, and then let me go over to whatever this is called now. I don't know why they changed the names of all these maps. If we add up all the maps that are in these 2 modes, one, we have certain maps that have just been completely dropped out of the game. The one that I've noticed first, and I'm sure there's more, is Hereford is completely out of the game. Now, I'm not complaining, but I think that we need to keep the maps in the game that are in the game. I would hate to have another issue with, like, Barley, because I really enjoyed using that map for customs because I felt like I was playing a piece of Siege history. And then they just removed it out of customs a couple seasons back, whenever they added Stadium Bravo. But on the topic of Stadium Bravo and Emerald Plains and Outback, all 3 are only in the ranked playlist. They aren't in casual, they aren't in standard, they're only in ranked. And I believe maybe Stadium Bravo and maybe Emerald are in, like, the arcade modes. But to be honest, people don't play those much other than just warming up. So there are going to be players that hit level 50 and go to play ranked and have yet to play some of the maps that they are going to be experiencing in ranked. Another 2 maps that I've just went back and checked, Skyscraper and Canal, are also only in ranked. That means that several of the ranked maps are not in any mode except for ranked. So looking right here, the ones that I know for a fact, and I believe they are the only ones, are Canal, Skyscraper, Outback, Emerald Plains, and Stadium Bravo. All are only in ranked. Ubisoft, what the fuck are you doing?